Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today is the day I'm recording this. It is super raining. It's very heavy rain. I am not too sure if I'll be able to go outside today for my training, but if you hear some of the sound, it's actually raining, so please don't worry so much. But anyways though, today I have a very happy announcement. And it's actually something that is related to No Theater. Thank you so much. So the other day when I went to my training for a No Theater, my sensei gave me a proposal. He actually asked me, Shogo, so we're going to be doing our stage performance within our class. So I have a lot of other students who train under the same master as me, same instructor. And he asked me, would you be interested in challenging yourself to a maibayashi? And I was like, of course, that would be great. So this is gonna be an amazing challenge for me in my training of No Theater. I think this is like of course, my first stage that I did last year. Oh, was it this year? Oh, I'm completely confused. I forgot when I did it. But anyways, it was a really amazing experience for me. It was great, but still at the same time, this is probably going to be the biggest challenge for me in my No Theater training. But I'm pretty sure the thing that you have in your mind right now is, Shogo, what the heck is a maibayashi? What does that even mean, right? So the No performance actually has different levels, or what should I say, different forms of the performance. Just like tea ceremony, the most formal, strictest way of doing tea ceremony is, the 4-hour tea ceremony, doing it inside the very small tea room, that represents Zen and minimalism and all that kind of stuff. But also at the same time, there's on those different styles of tea ceremonies where you have the really big rooms, tons of people, and you only serve a thin tea, and that only takes 30 minutes or something. There's different styles of tea ceremony, just like that. No performances have different styles too. So if we start from the most simple or lowest level, we start from dokugin, which means one person singing the No Theater song on his or her own. That's dokugin. And then there is also the rengin, which means multiple people sing together, which I did in my performance before. If you might have seen my YouTube stories before or something, I had posted those before. And also after that, it will be the shimai. Shimai is actually the dance and also maybe one or two people singing together. And then after there comes the maibayashi. And then after maibayashi, it will be the most formal form of No Theater, where everyone wears the real shozoku, which is the stage kimono, the very beautiful, gorgeous, very big stage kimono. And maibayashi, you actually do not wear the mask yet. Only the form where you actually put on the mask and you put on the shozoku, the huge, gorgeous kimono, is only the last no. The real no, it's called. The last form is literally called no. And the maibayashi, one level under it, we still don't wear the mask or the gorgeous kimono. It's just usually the common crest kimono. But what's amazing about it is that we actually do have the instruments though. So that's a different part from the shimai I mentioned earlier. Shimai is one person, the main character, dancing, and two people, or around two people singing, right? And versus maibayashi actually is one person dancing, two or maybe a few more people singing, and also the instruments will be involved too. In No Theater, there is the shinobu. Well, strictly speaking, I'm sorry, that's not shinobu. You guys might have heard of shinobu before from maybe like Gaijin Goomba and such. He plays the shinobu very beautifully. It's actually called nokan, so it's a flute that is specifically for the No Theater. So it's a different flute, actually. Very similar, but it's a little bit different. The key is a little bit different. There is the nokan, the flute, and there is the kotsuzumi, which is the small drum that you have on your shoulders. There's the otsuzumi, and there's also the taiko. So there's 4 different instruments in the No Theater, and maibayashi is basically having all of these instruments. So it gets more and more difficult as you level up these stages of performances, obviously, because you have to do a lot of things. And if it's just singing and the dancing, you just have to match together the singing and the dancing together. It's not that difficult, but if you start including the instruments, it gets much more difficult, of course, because they're going to be trying to, teach you the tempo or the beat to move, to do your dance, to do the singing, and it needs to move all at once in order to make sense, right? Yeah. So I can't just, for example, randomly sing at the rhythm I want to. If it was just the shimai, the singers would be like listen to the main characters singing, and they might be able to adjust, their speed, but the drums can't suddenly change their beat or the rhythm, right? Because that's not what they're supposed to be doing. So it's going to be a very, very different level for me. I've never obviously done Maebayashi before, so this is going to be a completely different level, but it's going to be super, super fun for me. And yeah, so my sensei said this is going to be a completely new level. You have to train a lot to do this. Will you be willing to do it? I was like, of course. If something comes in my way, if any challenge is placed in front of me, I'm going to be saying yes to it, no matter what it is. I mean, if it's going to be like, for example, putting someone in danger, I might say no. But otherwise, I'm going to be saying yes to everything. So I said yes immediately. And I am actually going to be doing Yashima. Yashima. Which is actually the story of Minamoto no Yoshitsune. Yoshitsune is actually the younger brother of Minamoto Yoritomo, who established the Kamakura shogunate, which is the very first shogunate in Japanese history in the 12th century, in 1185. So it's a very tragic story of the younger brother being betrayed by his older brother, even though they fought together to defeat the opposing, the enemy clan, samurai clan, and they started the samurai administration for the first time, However, the younger brother was a little bit too powerful. He was too strong. He was too talented in war, and his older brother started to get suspicious that maybe someday he will try to overrule, him. Yeah. So he was actually betrayed and killed. And the Yashima story is actually, Yashima is one of the battles that the Minamoto family fought against the enemy clan. And Minamoto Yoshitsune actually did a great job in that battle too. And basically the story is Yoshitsune's ghost appears and he talks about his great achievements in the war. And he also disappears after that, because the person listening to it is actually a Buddhist monk, and he relieves his soul and he goes to heaven afterwards. Yeah, so that's the story. So the dance is actually very strong. The part I'm going to be dancing is the part where he explains all of his achievements in war, how he fought, with bravery and all that kind of stuff. So he actually used 2 fans, and those 2 fans represents shields or swords and all these kind of things. So it's really, really cool. Very, very cool dance, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. By the way, guys, though, although I'm really talking about this a lot of excitement, if my sensei judges after all of our training, if he judges that, sure, I'm sorry, but you're still not at the level of being able to do a Maebayashi, this might be completely canceled, by the way. But I will be doing my best. And the reason why I'm so eager to challenge myself doing the Maebayashi is because I want to become a instructor, master class in the No Theater. This is just the same as my shakuhachi. There is the semi-master license, basically, and also there's the master license. It's called Jun Shihan and Shihan, by the way. But there's something really close to that in No Theater as well. I'm almost going to be getting the Shoden soon, and he explained that probably by the time I turn maybe 30, I don't know, 2, 3 around there, I'll be able to get the Shihan class in No Theater. And in order to get the Shihan class in No Theater, actually doing the Maebayashi on stage, is one of the requirements for you to get it. So you have to have at least one time experience, at least once, on being on stage doing the Maebayashi. And also, the last exam is to actually do the full thing, the full few-hour thing on stage with the mask, with the shozoku, the huge kimono on, and completing one show perfectly. That means you must remember everything, all the lines, obviously. Yeah, you must remember all the dances. You cannot make any mistakes. Yeah, and you need to complete it. Yeah, that finally will be the last exam to become a master class in the No Theater, or at least in the style that I train in. So this is one of the steps I need to take, so I'm very, very excited. Of course, because I started doing it, might as well try to aim for that, right? I don't want to do nothing that I do. Iaido, tea ceremony, shakuhachi, all these things. I'm not doing it as a hobby. I'm willing to become a professional in all the things that I do. Yeah. So this is going to be a very, very big step forward for me in the world of no theater, and I'm super, super excited. I have been watching my sensei's dance video. Well, dance video, that sounds a little bit strange, but the dance of Yashima. He has a video posted on his YouTube channel, so I've been watching that over and over and over, and I'm really, really looking forward to the next training I do with him. This is going to be really exciting, and hopefully, we'll see how this goes. It might be a no, but it might be a no that's like, mixed together, but it might be rejected. There we go. It might be rejected, but hopefully we'll try to get permission for them to allow me to film the performance if I actually do the Maebayashi. I really, really hope they'll be able to give me permission to do the filming. We'll see how that goes. If we're able to do it, we'll be able to post it just like how we posted Harumi's video for her first stage of Japanese traditional dancing. We'll see how that goes. If we can do that, that'd be really, really cool, but we'll see how that goes too. Alright, so wish me luck with for my training. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese, willing to come to Japan to study, travel, work, or even train traditional culture and such as no theater, right? However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so they can have a brighter future. And to do this, the nearest goal I have right now, there's actually a lot of things I'm doing right now. First of all, I am raising money to buy my first real bamboo shakuhachi to do a collaboration video with Kaminaga Daisuke-san from Wagakki Band. Also, will be selling special merchandise of Team Last Ask Shogo until the end of 2022, so I hope you can check out these websites for me through the description box or the pinned comment below. Alright, guys, thank you so much for listening to such a long story again today too. I hope you have a nice day and wish me luck with my training. Bye!